Hello everyone. On the birthday, we always cut a cake. But I have one question. How to cut a cake? The question is really not very useful for many people. But I found one book on that topic. How to cut a cake. I think the book is by author of Math Hysteria. The writer is Anne Spavak. I'm sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly, but the book name is How to Cut a Cake, and it is almost 221 pages book. Very small book for just to explain how to cut a cake. Now here are many questions based on cutting the cake, and not from only this book but from various online sources also. So what happens whenever there are only two persons and only two persons want to eat cake in equal proportion? So no one is like that, oh I don't like the cake. Everyone like the cake in equal way. So we have to cut the cake exactly in two parts. So one person will come and he will cut the cake, and what happens, the second person will say, oh you have cut it in incorrect way. What is happening, that one part is bigger than the smaller part, and obviously who is cutting the cake, that person will take the larger part. And what the other person is saying, that your half is larger than my half. So one question I have, is it really possible that half of an object is more than other half of same object? No, it's not logical. It's not mathematically possible. So what we have to say actually, when there is like that incorrect cutting, that one part is larger, one part is smaller, we can say, oh this one part is larger than smaller part or the other part. But we cannot say like that, oh one half is larger than second half or other half. No, it will be incorrect. How half can be greater than half? They are equal. So either if you want to add numbers in that, just like you say half and half, we can say, oh you have one part as 187 by 360 part of cake and other part as 177 by 360 part of cake. In that way it can be correct according to that fractions which have divided the cake. But half can be greater than half, it is not practically possible. It doesn't matter actually. Because at that time what we speak is not really important. It is only important that I have to get my half part correctly or more than that. If I get a smaller part, then I will not be satisfied on that cutting. Now here is question, can we satisfy both persons? Can we satisfy both persons, that everyone get either half or more than half? Everyone can get half, but everyone cannot get more than half. If one person is getting more than half, then other person obviously get less than half. But we don't have to divide cake in that way. So how we can do that? See, here is a simple way, that we will call any one person. Let's say these two persons are there. So he will come and he will cut the cake in exact two parts. According to him, that two parts are equal. They may be equal, they may not be equal. But according to him, these two parts are equal. Now the other person will come and we will give him a chance to choose his part, so that he can see, and if he thinks that one part is larger and one part is smaller, then he can take that part. The second person can take the larger part. So the second person is satisfied. Now the question of first person, will he be satisfied? Yes, even he take the smaller part, he will be satisfied, because that half part is actual half for him. Even if it is not half, he is considering it as half, so he will be satisfied. So this is one way we can do. Okay, there are many more ways also. This is one out of that. But now question is, what if there are three persons? This is person 1, this is person 2, and this is not a dog but person number 3. So how we can divide cake equally in 3 persons, satisfying everyone? So how we can do that? For that, okay, I am telling the answer right now. If you want, you can pause the video and think on this, how we can cut a cake in 3 equal parts, satisfying everyone. Not necessarily all parts should be equal, but everyone should be satisfied. Now what we will do, we will call the person 1 and tell him to cut the cake in 2 parts such that one part will be 1/3 and second part will be 2/3. So probably he will cut the cake like this, or till center he will come like this, and then he will make cut like this, so that one part will be 1/3 and the second part will be 2/3. Okay, now he will again go back and second person will come. Second person will cut the 2/3 part in half like this. Possibly the second person will cut the cake like this in a half. 2/3 part is cutting in half. What it means that now every part is averagely 1/3. Every part is averagely 1/3. Not exactly 1/3. It will never be exactly 1/3. Very rarely it will be. But according to the first person, this is the correct 1/3 part. According to second person, both of these are equal part. Now the third person will come. Second person will again go back and we will give chance of choosing a part to the third person. So third person will come and he will choose his own part and he will take away that part. So suppose the part cut by the person 1 is a larger part, then person 3 will come and he will take that part. So he will be satisfied. Person 3 will always be satisfied because he will always choose a larger part, or if all are equal, then also he will be satisfied. So the person 3 is always satisfied, that we have seen. Now suppose person 3 have chosen this part. I am keeping it here. Okay, then there are 2 parts remaining for person 1 and person 2. Now suppose person 2 choose the part which is actually person 2 have 2 choices, and between that 2 choices person 2 always have that one portion which is he is thinking is equal. Suppose person 3 have chosen this part, let's say, because person 2 have made these 2 cut. So suppose person 3 came and take this one part, one out of that 2, then person 2 have this choice. If person 3 takes this cake or this part, then person 2 can take this part because he will satisfied on his own cutting. So person 2 and person 3 are always satisfied. Okay, now question is of person 1. Now according to person 1, this part is exactly 1/3. So he will always prefer this part. But person 3 have already taken this. So he will go to these 2 parts and he knows this total is 2/3 according to him. And these 2 parts are exactly half. So he will choose only the remaining one is for him. So he don't have any choice actually. But still whatever the part he will choose, he will be satisfied on that, because that cutting part is started by him only. So he knows this is exact 1/3, this is exact 2/3. So half of that will be 1/3. So he will be satisfied on any one of these 2 parts. And if person 3 have not selected this, let's say person 3 have selected this part, person 2 have selected this part, then he will be most satisfied on part 1, that is this part, because this 1/3 is made by him only. So whatever the cuts are, everyone can get satisfied with this method. So what we will do, we will see again. These are the 3 persons. Person 1 will come, he will make one cut as 1/3 and 2/3. Then person 2 will come and he will take the 2/3 part and he will make half of that, so that these 2 will be half of 2/3, that is 1/3. So this part will be 1/3, this part will be 1/3, and this part will be 1/3. in numbers, but exactly it cannot be. So person 3 will come and he will choose his own part, so he will be satisfied because he will always select the larger part if there is any larger. So he is satisfied. Person 2 will come. According to person 2, two parts are equal. So even one part is selected by person 3, he will be left with one part of that on which he is satisfied. So he will take that part. Now part of person 1. Person 1 will again come to take a cake. He have only one choice because both parts are taken by person 2 and person 3. But he will be satisfied because if he get this part, then he is totally satisfied because he made this 1/3. If he received any one of these, then also he will be satisfied because he knows this total area is 2/3 and these two parts are exactly equal according to him. So in this way, all of these three are satisfied. Okay, now we have solved for two not players, two persons. We have done for three players. Oh, three persons. What if there are four persons? Okay, I am leaving that to you in comment section. Give me your suggestions for that. How we can cut cake in exact four pieces and satisfying everyone. Okay, I am giving here one note that when we increase number of persons, the method will get complex in itself. So when we increase number of persons, it will get complex. So number of 4 persons will be complex than number 3 that I am telling. You can discuss that in comment section. You can share your thoughts. But before that, remember we have solved this for 3 persons, which means everyone is getting 1/3. Assuming everyone is getting exactly 1/3. Now I have one question that, see, person 1 is getting 1/3, that is 0. recurring 3. Person 2 is getting 1/3, that is 0. recurring 3. Person 3 is getting 1/3, that is 0. recurring 3. So 0. recurring 3 plus 0. recurring 3 plus 0. recurring 3 will be 0. recurring 9. But total cake is 1. So what the difference and where the difference gone? Where the extra cake gone? 1 minus 0. recurring 9, that is 0. infinitely many zeros, and then somewhere it will be 1 at last. So what that small, very small portion of cake gone? Okay, that is just a joke that the extra cake is on knife. So it is just a joke. So that extra cake is on knife. Okay, jokes apart, but now I have a question that suppose this is a cake. Not suppose, this is actually a cake. We have to cut this cake using only 3 cuts in exactly 3 parts. Oh, 8 parts. We have to cut only 3 times. Now when I say we have to cut, it doesn't mean that we have to cut from center or from corner only. If we are starting from this part, we have to cut till the end and in straight line only. So in this way we have to make 3 cuts and 8 parts. Using 3 cuts, how we can make 8 parts? You can pause the video, think on this. Before that, don't watch the solution. Think on this before. I hope everyone have paused the video and think on this. Now I am showing the answer. What we will do? Okay, for that, to make 8 parts using only 3 cuts, what we will do? We will start from this part. From any side we can start. We will make 1 cut like this. Total 1 cut like this. Second cut like this. Just like on graph we have x axis and y axis. Just like that we will make this cut. That is, everything will be in quarters. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter and fourth quarter. Like that we will have 2 cuts and 4 parts. Now to get extra 4 parts in 1 cut only, what we will do, instead of cutting like this from somewhere, we will cut like this in middle. We have 4 parts here in quarters, so we will make cut from here like this. Okay, so we will cut whole slice like this. So 4 parts will be on top, 4 parts will be in bottom. So we have cut it only 3 times. 1, you can refer three-dimensional graphs: x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. Like that, we can make the cuts. You can see the three-dimensional graphs also. In 3D graphs, we have 8 sections and 3 lines only. The first is x-axis, second is y-axis, and third one like this is z-axis. So if you check how many sections are there, there will be 8 sections. On means what we can say that in positive z-axis there will be 4, in negative z-axis there will be 4. So in total there will be 8. Like that we will cut this cake also. Okay, that's it for how to cut a cake.
Let's now enjoy the cake.